let's make it थोड़ा सा interactive by the time और लोग join करते हैं, and then we'll start the session. I have ensured कि even if you don't know anything, you'll get to know something out of this session. ऐसा नहीं है कि if you are at zero level, there is nothing for you. ऐसा नहीं है. And even if you are at some good level, still you can take up from that part. No worries, I have ensured that. But till then, can I get to know Prabhakar, Karthik, Rahul, Prince, Aradhya? What is this? Can we record it? The recording would be shared with you, Aditya Mishra. Don't worry. It would be on the official YouTube channel. Prince Mishra, you have some num coded. Prince, I want to know कि आप किस year में हो? Like year in the sense आपने graduation के किस year में हो? Okay, you are in first year. Fine, 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 fine. Karthik, Rahul, Prabhakar. We'll wait for 1 minute and then we'll start. ठीक है? चलो, let's start by the time और लोग आते हैं. ठीक है? So today we are going to discuss a paper which aims to improve the efficiency and the expressiveness of your LLM model. We have named this session as Efficiency Meet Expressiveness. We'll try to demystify what multi-head latent attention is and what role does it play for our modern LLM. आई एज्यूम यहाँ पे सभी लोग ने चैट जीपीटी, जेमिनाई या फिर इसी पे बेस्ड कुछ एलएलएम यूज करा होगा, बीट लामा और बीट ग्वेन, एनीथिंग करेक्ट? इज इट सेफ टू अज्यूम सबने यूज करा है? सबने यूज करा हमने. कैन आई गेट टू नो कि आप आपका पर्सनल प्रेफरेंस क्या है? वुड यू लाइक टू लाइक कोई भी क्वेश्चन होता है, इफ यू वांट टू सर्च समथिंग यू गो ऑन जीपीटी, यू गो ऑन जेमिनाई और सम अदर मॉडल. कैन आई हैव दिस क्विक सर्वे छोटा सा? Just write it out in the chat section. It is Prabhakar says chat GPT. Fine. I'm expecting more responses. थोड़ा सा. Let's see. You go for chat GPT, you go for Gemini, you go for some DeepSeek, Perplexity, whatever you may choose. Gwen 2.5 is Pro is great. Of course, it is great, and we would be discussing uh, something on the similar line in today's session also. Okay, so let me tell you about let me tell you guys a brief about me. I guess my slide is visible. uh, I'm Sanjay Shrestha. I have been an ex software intern in GND Edukara. I'm an AIML enthusiast and a pre-final year student at Sri Ram Sarup Memorial University. So before we dive into our topic, मैं चाहता हूँ we understand थोड़ा सा कि how do an LLM generate tokens. Like जब भी हम कुछ questions पूछते हैं उससे, those are essentially some words, right? Those are some input sequence, something which you can tokenize into separate entities. So now the question comes कि how do we generate output as tokens? So you can see I have attached a picture here. यहाँ पे मैंने एक picture लगाया है. So you have some input sequences which are already tokenized, right? These goes into some transformer layer. Don't worry if you don't have any foundational understanding of this topic. Bear with me. I'll ensure कि by the last you understand this topic. You have few attention layer, a few transformer layers. So what happens is for every token, each hidden state is generated. This hidden state is further projected to a vocabulary feature space, which is uh, here. And this projection is further utilized to create logits over the entire vocabulary which it has been trained upon in the input sequence here. So here you can see, let's say I want to I want to generate a token after let's say some n number of words. जैसे यहाँ पे k means is used for, and then I want to generate something after it. So what happens is I only need the last logit. Here you can see the logit of the last token is used to generate the next token. जो हमको next word generate करना है, I don't need to go on every previous uh, logits of I would say spaces. You just need to go to the I would most recent one. Like यहाँ पे चार में से सबसे recent one is this one. So we'll utilize this only to generate a new token. As I have mentioned कि हमें जब भी कोई नया टोकन जनरेट करना होता है, वी नीड द हिडन स्टेट फ्रॉम द मोस्ट रीसेंट टोकन. जो सबसे रीसेंट है हम सिर्फ उसी को यूटिलाइज करते हैं, राइट? इतना आई एज्यूम if this is clear, I'll come to the next part which tries to arise a question कि ऐसा कैसे होता है कि लास्ट जो हिडन लेयर, जैसे मैंने लास्ट स्टेटमेंट में कहा, हियर यू हैव दिस लास्ट हिडन लेयर, राइट? हाउ इज दिस कंप्यूटेड? हम इसको कंप्यूट कैसे करते हैं, एंड हाउ डू वी यूटिलाइज इट? फाइन. सो we'll आंसर दिस here. ये फॉर्मूला आई गेस बहुत लोग यहाँ पे होंगे जो फेमिलियर होंगे. Can you guys raise your hand if you know this formula or you are at least familiar with this formula? Attention mechanism, attention scores we calculate. Can you guys raise your question? If you don't know this, write a no in the chat section so that I can understand. Okay, fine. तो प्रभाकर says no. ठीक है, मैं थोड़ा सा इस पे ब्रीफ कर देता हूँ. व्हाट हैपेंस इज जब भी हमको एक सेंटेंस या फिर कोई भी हम एक इनपुट देते हैं इन सम एलएलएम, तो दिस एलएलएम हैज टू अंडरस्टैंड, उसको ये समझना होता है कि उस पूरे गिवन सेंटेंस में आंसर जनरेट करने के लिए या फिर उसके पूरे टेक्स्ट कॉर्पस में जो उसके पास ट्रेनिंग डेटा है उसमें से आंसर जनरेट करने के लिए हेलो, am I audible again? Am I audible again, guys? Kindly give me acknowledgement. Perfect. Sorry for the connection issues. हाँ. So what happens is जैसे मैं बता रहा था कि एक सेंटेंस मैंने दिया है, where is the cat? And now you need to understand, you need to answer this question. तो लेट अस से कि हमारे पास हमारे कॉर्पस में एक कंटेक्स्ट हमने दे रखा है कि द कैट इज एट, लेट्स से इट इज सिटिंग ऑन द मैट. You have this sentence. So what LLM will do, you have a query, you have a query here which is where is the cat, correct? Now what it will do is it will try to first generate a matrix. like whatever calculation is there, it happens in the in the form of vectors. So एक vector format create होगा for the key and the values, but उस पूरे I would say पूरे corpus में या पूरे embedding में you have to only identify and pick out ऐसे words, ऐसे tokens जिसका सबसे ज्यादा relevance बैठ रहा है. That is the most layman term I can help you understand. जिस जो tokens का सबसे ज्यादा या जिन vectors का सबसे ज्यादा relevance बन रहा है उसी को हम पिक आउट करेंगे. लाइक यू कैन गो थ्रू, आई गेस अंशुल भैया ने ऑलरेडी एक सेशन ले रखा है इस पे अटेंशन मैकेनिज्म पे, सो यू कैन चेक आउट हिज सेशन ऑन दैट. सो आई कीप टू दिस पार्ट ओनली कि हमको जो पूरे सेंटेंस में जो लॉन्ग टर्म डिपेंडेंसीज है हम मुझे वो पिक आउट करनी है टू जनरेट द आउटपुट. So this formula is used. You have Q, which is your query matrix. You have K, which is your key matrix, जिसका तुमने transpose लिया है. You have V, which is your value matrix, and you have a scaling factor here, root under DK, which is the dimension of your key matrix. Which is basically हम इसको normalization के लिए use करते हैं. Now, जो मैंने अभी बताया, let's try to make it very intuitive. So what happens is you have some chunks of, I would say, some vectors of query matrix, which is Q1 say Q4. You have some vectors here. You have some vectors for the key, which is K to K1 to K4. Now, as I have said, you have to take the matrix multiplication Q raised to the power Q trans Q. So when you will do what, you will do the matrix multiplication, you will get this matrix, this entire matrix. अब जैसे मैंने बताया था लास्ट में, to get to come to the output here, to generate output, we only need the most recent values, right? You need only this last vector here, q4 k4. हमें सिर्फ ये वाली वैल्यू चाहिए, because when you are trying to infer something out of it, हमें कोई भी दूसरे query vectors की requirement नहीं होती है. We only need this part, q4 k4 out of the entire matrix. So what happens is, you can see, अब ये जो लास्ट रो है Q4 K4, like you can see in this diagram, you have the embeddings, you have vectorized it into the query vector, the key vector and the value vector. Now what you do is, हमने इसका query vector और key vectors का हमने matrix multiplication लिया, we have this. Then we need to have the softmax function applied. I hope softmax function अगर आपको आता है, it is very good. If you are not familiar, I have taken a session on explaining activation function, so you can check out that. So essentially what softmax function do, it ये एक probability distribution बना देता है, so that every individual probability distribution can be summed up to one. Like जितने individual probability distributions आए मेरे पास, we can add it and get one out of it. So once we do the product with V, we have something like this last R matrix. So here you can see, to generate any output, to generate any token, whatever attention operation you are doing, it needs only two things. Like here in the last part, it needs the query vectors of the last tokens. जो हमारा last token था, हमें सिर्फ उसी का query vector चाहिए, which you can see here. Then you will need the all the corresponding pairs of key as well as value vectors. ये दो चीजें हमें चाहिए to generate any output for any LLM you take it. This is the fundamental. ये हर जगह work करता है. So once this is done, we need to understand कि अच्छा अगर हम ऐसा कर रहे हैं तो ये मैट्रिक्स मल्टीप्लिकेशन बार बार अलग अलग वेक्टर्स के लिए चेंज होगा. और आई गेस बहुत सारे लोग यहाँ पे ये जान भी रहे होंगे कि मैट्रिक्स मल्टीप्लिकेशन इज अ वेरी कंप्यूटेशनल एग्जॉस्टिव प्रोसेस. बहुत सारा आपका कंप्यूट लगता है टू डू मैट्रिक्स मल्टीप्लिकेशन. सो डू वी हैव टू मल्टीप्लाई इट एवरी टाइम जब हमें आउटपुट जनरेट करना हो? करेक्ट. ये सिंपल सा क्वेश्चन मैं रेज करता हूँ कि अगर हमको मैट्रिक्स मल्टीप्लिकेशन ही करना है तो पहला क्वेश्चन है कि कैन वी डू वी हैव टू मल्टीप्लाई इट एवरी टाइम, डू वी हैव टू गेट द वेक्टर्स डू द मल्टीप्लिकेशन एवरी टाइम वी आर जनरेटिंग द आउटपुट, और कैन वी स्किप इट? So there comes KV caching. There comes this KV caching. What is K here? K is the key values and V is the value vectors. So if you're not aware of caching, I'll help you understand, but please bear with me. So what is happening here is कि whenever we are trying to generate some new tokens, as you have seen, the key and value pairs are not changing. Like whatever query you may take, the key values as well as key vectors and value vectors, they are not changing every time. Like you can, let's say I have some fifth token. So out of in the fifth token, I'll need k1 to k3 vectors, which have been cached, and only I need to compute this k4 vector for the fifth token. जब हमें fifth token generate करना है, तो I need this k4 token जो मेरे को actually matrix multiplication करना है, and the remaining three I can get it from a place जहाँ मैं इसको store करके रखा हूँ. So this method of storing it to retrieve when it is required is, you can simply call it caching, right? So let's say you want to skip to sixth, you will need all k1 to k4 vectors which has been cached already, and only you need to multiply for k5. So what happens is that subsequently when you are trying to generate sequential tokens, what happens is over the period of time you need to compute some fundamental starting uh, key value pairs, and then you can simply cache it and get it whenever you are required. बहुत लोग ने यहाँ पे ये भी देखा होगा कि जब हम चैट जीपीटी पे हम कोई या किसी भी एलएलएम मॉडल पे हम कुछ आंसर के लिए हम क्वेश्चन डालते हैं, व्हाट हैपेंस इज स्टार्टिंग का थोड़ा सा टाइम इट टेक्स, थोड़ा सा वो इनिशियल टाइम लेता है टू जनरेट द इनिशियल टोकन. ये सबने ऑब्जर्व किया होगा, एम आई ट्रू? ये ऑब्जर्व किया था सबने कि जब भी हम चैट जीपीटी से कोई क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं, स्टार्टिंग का कुछ टाइम वो थोड़ा ज्यादा लेता है टू जनरेट द रिस्पॉन्स, और जैसे ही रिस्पॉन्स जनरेट होना शुरू हो जाता है, वो बहुत जल्दी जल्दी रिस्पॉन्सेज जनरेट करना शुरू कर देता है. ऑब्जर्व किया है सबने? गिव मी अ थम्स अप इफ इट मेक सेंस. प्रिंस, मयंक सर, उज्जवल, सबने हमने ये ऑब्जर्व किया होगा. बीट ग्वेन, बीट जेमिनाई, वट एवर इट इज, ये होता है. सो वट इज हैपनिंग इज द सेम प्रोसेस. इनिशियल वेक्टर्स के लिए मल्टीप्लिकेशन हो रहा है, एंड देन इट इज कैश्ड एंड इट इज यूटिलाइज्ड व्हेन इट इज रिक्वायर्ड. So there comes kv caching. Like you are caching the previous key value pairs and only utilizing जहाँ पे उसका जरूरत है. So अब इससे फायदा ये होता है कि आपका बहुत सारा कंप्यूट, बी इट प्रोसेसिंग पावर और बी इट टाइम, दोनों बहुत कम हो जाता है. सो हियर सिंपल से मैं इसको समराइज कर लूं कि इफ यू वांट टू जनरेट some token, now what you have to do, let's say this is your most recent token. So you will separate it in query vectors, in key vectors and value vectors. And to create the subsequent key vectors and value vectors, हम लोग जो previous की कैशे एंड वैल्यू कैशे में जो भी हमने वेक्टर स्टोर करा है, हमने उसको हम यूटिलाइज करके देन वील कंप्यूट द अटेंशन स्कोर. सो इसका इम्प्लीमेंटेशन मैं थोड़ा सा, आई हैव मेड अ गूगल कोलैब implementation. I'll appreciate if you guys see it. Let me share my screen. uh, just tell me if it is visible. Is this visible, guys? Perfect, perfect, perfect. So while it is connecting, I have already perfect. So I have some libraries imported. I'll share this link with you, don't worry, you'll understand. Then I have made a simple tokenizer जो मेरे एक given sentence में से individual tokens generate कर लेगा. Tokens is what? Like if I say I am Srinjay, so I is a token, am is a token, Srinjay is a token, right? These are individual entities here. So I have made a simple tokenizer which do this work for me, and I have an attention module. So once it does this, I'll be asked to give a fill a sentence. Let it run. Let's say hi, I am Shinjay Shresht. So once this is done, excuse me, the time is not defined. Okay, okay, fine. Port. So while this is running, it has asked me to fill a sentence. Hi, I am Stranger. Hmm. So you can see here there are some vectors for every word. Like my token is Stranger. I have this vector, right? I have, let's say my token is Shresht. I have this vector, right? So now the question is, can we compare the time which is required to I notebook diary. You get when I'm doing runs with KV caching, it is only taking me 0.000307 seconds. You can do the multiplication and you will see that by caching, I'm able to infer a lot of times faster. Like यहाँ पे एक छोटा सा सेंटेंस था और बहुत कॉम्प्लिकेटेड मैंने लेआउट नहीं रखा था आर्किटेक्चर का, सो इट यू आर गेटिंग अबाउट 204.8 times faster inference. You can see from this graph. I'll share the link. ठीक है, in the slides, no need to worry. So we have understood one thing, that जब हम KV caching use करते हैं, whenever we are using KV caching, the inference time of your model is improved significantly. बहुत जल्दी मॉडल इन्फर कर सकता है, और क्योंकि उसे बहुत सारा मल्टीप्लिकेशन स्किप आउट हो जाता है, वो ऑलरेडी उसके पास पड़ा हुआ है. ठीक है, एज सिंपल एज दैट. सो व्हाट हैपेंस इज, सुनने में तो ये बहुत अच्छा लगता है, बट देयर कम्स द प्रॉब्लम. यहाँ पे एक मैंने सिंपल सा आर्किटेक्चर रखा था, सो यू आर गेटिंग अ गुड नंबर ऑफ improvement multiples like 200 something times. What happens is, have an LLM, इसका बहुत like you are seeing 65 हमारे बड़े होते जा रहे हैं, this memory is becoming a bottleneck. For example, I have taken a model Llama with 65 billion parameter. ठीक है, so it stores around 512k tokens. अब इतना टोकन स्टोर करने के लिए it needs 86 gigabytes of GPU memory. So even if you take the state of the art H100 GPUs, it still exceeds a single GPU capacity. करेक्ट. इसको मैं समझने के लिए एक सिंपल सा एनालॉजी यूज करूंगा. यू हैव दिस इमेज ऑफ मुंबई स्टेशन, राइट? छत्रपति शिवाजी स्टेशन, हमने सबने वहां का वीडियो हम देखते होंगे, लाइक रश आवर्स में क्या सीन होता है. सो टू अंडरस्टैंड इट, आई एम यूजिंग एन एनालॉजी. सो इमेजिन दीज ट्रेन्स आर और योर अटेंशन हेड, right? These are your attention head. You can take it as group query attention or multi query attention. We'll come to that, but for now, imagine these are your attention head, and whatever passenger you may see, those are your key value cache entities. Okay, so if this is done, let's try to understand this problem using this image, this analogy. अब हो क्या रहा है, क्योंकि ट्रेन्स लिमिटेड है, तो यू विल सी कि ओवर क्राउडिंग होगा. हम सब देखते हैं, लाइक अभी देयर वाज वन रिलीजियस गैदरिंग, उसमें भी हमने ये चीज देखा कि पॉपुलेशन ओवर क्राउडिंग बहुत ज्यादा था बिकॉज ट्रेन्स वेर लिमिटेड. करेक्ट, देखा था हम सब ने देखा था ना ये चीज. सो इफ अगर अगर मेरे को इसको टैकल करना है, मैं इसको टैकल कैसे कर सकता हूँ? द फर्स्ट अप्रोच आई कैन यूज इज कि क्या मैं नंबर ऑफ ट्रेन्स बढ़ा सकता हूँ? ज्यादा लोग हैं तो ज्यादा ट्रेन्स की जरूरत पड़ेगी. करेक्ट, वी कैन ट्राई एंड डू दिस थिंग कि हम नंबर ऑफ ट्रेन्स बढ़ा दें, नंबर ऑफ अटेंशन हेड्स बढ़ा दें. So if that is your approach, it comes into GQA, which is abbreviated as Group Query Attention. We'll come to that. या फिर दूसरा ऑप्शन ये है कि हम एक ही ट्रेन में सबको भर दें, थोड़ा सा ट्रेन का साइज बढ़ा के. तो ऐसे केस में मेरे को ट्रेन का जो लेंथ होगा वो काफी ज्यादा बढ़ाना पड़ेगा. Am I audible? मेरा आवाज सही से आ रहा है?
Yeah,
या
you are audible, but थोड़ा सा stutter कर रहा है, like network में हल्का सा.
okay, just let's give me a second. Let me switch my network and audible अब आवाज सही से आ रही है सर?
Yep.
Perfect. So as I was discussing, two approach to this solution, to this problem. One is ये क्या हुआ?
I
I
think
guess
so. आवाज
I'm
आ रही है.
audible again. हाँ,
Yeah.
just a second. Let me fix my network. हाँ. So as I was explaining, कि approach one, can we increase the number of trains here? Can we increase the number of heads? So this can be done using group query attention. And the another approach is, can we have a single train with more number of bogies to accommodate all the passengers? So this can be done using MQA. But the thing is, both have a trade-off. You can either improve the memory or you can either reduce the you can either improve the performance, but that would come with a cost of greater memory, and vice versa. And what happens is, to some extent, we don't want we don't want that. I want significant performance, as well as I want considerably less memory usage. So I want to uh, find a sweet spot जहाँ पे मेरा performance भी मेरा sacrifice नहीं हो और मेरा memory uses भी उतना नहीं. I want to find that sweet spot. So this problem gave, I would say, the motivation to this new approach of MLA as well as trans MLA. So what happens with multi-head attention here is, your cache size is very large. You have as it is here in the diagram, you can see there are different attention heads here. So with this, what happens is, you have large cache size, and since your cache size is very large, you will need greater computation. But with such, I would say, drawbacks, the best part is, your model's expressiveness is very high. Your performance is significantly better. But as you will pit it against this group query attention, obviously the cache is shared. The attention head is quite less. But what happens is this with this is, the model's expressiveness is lost significantly. As you can see here, the performance of MHA is quite high and it remains, I would say, to some extent saturated. Your GQA is initially low and it is on par of it, but neither exceeding it, or I would rather say कि whenever we are hitting the sweet spot of alpha is equals to 0.1, then only हम इसको comparable रख पा रहे हैं. But before that, it is nowhere in the league. So because of all these, I would say, problems जो हम face कर रहे थे, we had the motivation to introduce multi-head latent attention, which is abbreviated as MLA. So what it is doing is, you need to, I'll come to this first part, which is saying it is a novel low rank factorization approach to KV representation. So what is happening here is, like जैसे हम GQA में क्या कर रहे थे, हम multiple KV pairs हम share कर रहे थे, और MHA में हम क्या कर रहे थे कि हम separate KV caches हम रख रहे थे. दोनों ही अप्रोच में कुछ कुछ ट्रेड ऑफ्स हम कर पा रहे थे, या तो मेमोरी के टर्म्स में या फिर परफॉर्मेंस के टर्म्स में. सो दिस अप्रोच ऑफ विथ MLA इज ट्राइंग टू फाइंड आउट अ स्वीट स्पॉट इन बिटवीन, कि मेरा परफॉर्मेंस भी अच्छा हो एज वेल एज मेरा मॉडल का memory uses भी कम हो. So with this, you can see the memory efficiency of MLA is quite low as you will compare it with GQAA and MHA. Your model expressiveness is also very high. The computational cost is neither lower nor very high. It is somewhere in the between. So with optimized cost, optimized computation, very high accuracy, I would say expressiveness, the model is still very memory efficient. So there comes this multi-hit latent attention. थोड़ा सा मैं इसका आर्किटेक्चर बता दूं. I'll come to each and every aspect of the architecture. There is no need to worry. अगर आपको पहले इस term में समझ नहीं आ पा रहा है, we'll come to it. But I want you to remember this image. कि there is some input hidden layers, right? You have something, 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 and something going on. अभी के लिए इतना जानते हैं. Now the first step is to the low rank projection. Now what it is? Here you can see ये हमारे पास कुछ hidden layers है. We have some hidden layers which is represented with this HT. What we are trying to do here is कि हमारे पास जो भी की वैल्यू पेयर्स बने हैं, करेक्ट, जो भी हमारे पास की वैल्यू पेयर्स बने हैं उसके प्रोसेसिंग के टाइम कैन वी रिड्यूस इट्स डायमेंशन, कैन वी रिड्यूस द डायमेंशन ऑफ दिस मैट्रिक्स सो दैट जब मेरे को प्रोसेसिंग करना है सो आई विल ओनली फोकस ऑन द मोस्ट एसेंशियल पार्ट rather than pura corpus. So you have a hidden layer here. Now comes this low rank decomposition or low rank projection. So you have an equation which says CKV is equals to WDKV times HT. So here your CKV is what? This latent representation here, if you could see. So what it is, there is one projection matrix which is down projection matrix, and you are trying to multiply it with your hidden input hidden layer which is your HT. So what happens is whatever the size is there for your kV value, it get reduced. For this I have a very unique illustration here. Let me share it with you. Focus on this part. You have an input vector of the dimension 94096. This is the input dimension of your input vector. And let us say I have a down projection matrix of the dimension 1024 and 4096. So if I multiply both of them as given in the formula, I'll get a compressed key value latent vector which is of the dimension 9, 1024. So imagine the initial here, you can consider the initial vector here which is of the dimension 9, 4096. Like you are trying to play with 4096 columns, and you are downplaying it to merely 1024. So a significant amount of your I would say processing is reduced when you simply uh, downscale the vector in its dimension. So this was the formula. Like you have an input vector which is here your hidden layer. You have a down projection matrix which is your DKV. So once you do this, you will get the CKV which is your compressed key and value vector, which with a very reduced dimension. So this was the first step, which is quite evident in the first layer here. You can see you have a latent CKV here, which essentially do the same thing. You have a down projection matrix, you multiply the hidden layer with it, and you get that matrix with a reduced dimension. हमने मैट्रिक्स का डायमेंशन तो रिड्यूस कर दिया. नाउ कम्स द नेक्स्ट पार्ट. बिकॉज हमने डायमेंशन रिड्यूस कर दिया है, chances are our output will get suffered, because ultimately what we want कि हमने हमारा जो input dimension था, that is this dimension here for example which is 9 9 4096. My output should again get to this dimension. हमें वापस से इस dimension में आना होगा. So there the low rank projection gives you two approaches. One is for the key value pairs, where you multiply it with up projection matrix with your CKV, which is your this matrix, compressed key and key value and latent matrix. So you have this matrix, you multiply it with up projection matrix for key pair, so you again get the dimension of 9 comma 4096. You have this compressed key and value latent vector, you multiply it with another up projection matrix of the dimension 4096 comma 1024, and you are again getting the same dimension, which is explained in this formula. If you're not getting this formula, don't worry, same illustration gives the same idea to that. So this step you can see it is here. So once this is done, now we need to understand key in this diagram we are applying this rope approach. So if somebody here knows about rope, which is your rotary positional embedding, in a very simple term, I can help you understand with an analogy. If you don't know, you can consider a book which you are reading, and after some page, कोई एक sentence तुम्हारे पास मिलता है. Let's say there is one sentence, the cat sit on a chair. So consider एक सिनेरियो ऐसे कंसिडर करो जहां पे तुमने रोप नहीं यूज किया है. So what will happen is you are simply given this sentence. The cat is sitting on a chair. That's it. कुछ इन्फॉर्मेशन तुम्हारे पास नहीं है इसके बारे में कि ये कैसे आया, कहाँ से आया, कोई कंटेक्स्ट नहीं है तुम्हारे पास इसके. So with rope, what you are trying to do is you are trying to get some context out of it. For example, you can say in the given sentence the subject is cat, the object is chair, and you're doing some verb that is sitting. That is a simple explanation that to get this. But what is happening is in rope, you're introducing the positional information for a particular token in a multidimensional space. So what is happening here is जब हम ऐसे करते हैं, जब हम सिंपल रोप मैकेनिज्म हम अप्लाई करते हैं, so what, and we further bring the matrices down in some lower rank. So what happens is the model loses its capability to understand and find the detailed context. उस पूरे कॉर्पस में, उस पूरे हिडन लेयर्स में जो भी हमने वैल्यूज प्रोवाइड करी इन द फॉर्म ऑफ वेक्टर्स, रोप विल नॉट आई वुड रादर से कि वो लिमिट कर देगा to understand what is there. So in this paper, the author has devised a new strategy which is known as a decoupled rope strategy. So what it is, key, you are given the rope mechanism. I'll not go into the formulas. If you are interested, that is something I would appreciate ki you guys would figure out. So the first step which we are doing is for the compressed matrix, correct, we apply rope with a weight matrix which is WQR. So you have this content matrix here, you apply a rope to get this matrix QR. Okay, now why it is important, because we want कि जो मॉडल है मेरा वो ग्रेटर कंटेक्चुअल अंडरस्टैंडिंग के साथ प्रोसेसिंग कर पाए. आई वांट दैट्स इट. इस बस एक लाइन में समझना है इस चीज को. आई वांट टू नो द पोजिशनल इंफॉर्मेशन ऑफ द पर्टिकुलर वेक्टर, but I don't want to lose out the ability to, I would say, infer something from the data which you have given in the form of vectors. The first thing is you want to get the query vectors with the rope mechanism, which is applying here. You are applying rope, so which is given by you apply rope on this matrix multiplication, which WQR is your weight matrix and the CTQ is your content matrix. It contains pure information. You have not changed it. It has not been under processing. So once this is done, you need to find out the key vectors. You need to find out the key vectors. How you are going to take it, given the hidden input layer, which is your HT. You need to find out KR here. So for that, what you will do, you will have a weight matrix again, बिकॉज हम चाहते हैं कि हमारा डायमेंशन सेम रहे, इसलिए वी आर हैविंग दिस वेट मैट्रिक्स and you multiply it with this hidden input layer. You can see simply a multiplication is there with the application of rope. So you are applying rope mechanism here. So once this is done, I also want कि हमारा मेरे पास जो भी प्योर कंटेंट मेट्रिसेस थे मेरे पास जिसमें मैंने कुछ चेंजेस नहीं करा है, I also want कि मैं उसको concatenate करूं. So what we are doing is we are trying to concatenate the query matrices out of the pure content one and on which हमने जिसपे rope लगाया हुआ है, rope mechanism. So we are concatenating both of them. अब वन में आस्क कि भैया ऐसे करने से फायदा क्या होगा हमें, what is the benefit which we can get out of this procedure. So understand one thing कि pure content जो मैं extract कर रहा हूँ, it contains everything जो हमें चाहिए. एट द सेम टाइम जहां हमने रोप मैकेनिज्म लगाया है, हम वहां से सिर्फ वो पार्ट एक्सट्रैक्ट कर रहे हैं जो मेरे लिए ग्रेटर कंटेक्स्ट प्रोवाइड करेगा टू जनरेट द आउटपुट. सो आई वांट द बेस्ट ऑफ बोथ. That is why we are concatenating it. Like here you can see, this ensures each head benefit from both of the information, right? I don't want कि एक का information किसी के साथ interfere हो या कोई information loss हो जाए इसमें. So to come up with that, we simply concatenate both the vectors, the pure one and one with the rope embeddings. So once this is done, you need to concatenate for the key vectors. You can see for the key vectors also you have one which is pure, you have one which has been implemented with rope mechanism. Correct. So I want both of them. So here also we have done the same thing. We have concatenated both of them. Benefit would be the same. You will have a greater expressive representation. So now once this is done, you have the concatenation, I would say rather a complete set of your key vectors, and you have a complete sector of your query vectors. So now you need to complete the entire query vector, which is for every attention head. You can have n number of attention head in your architecture. So it would be concatenated as the same it is mentioned. Now comes the important part in the module, where as you can see in this architecture, once all of the procedure here is done, now comes your multi-head attention module. You need to perform attention mechanism. How are we going to do it? The formula is quite simple. You need to sum all the soft attention score for different attention heads. It is given by this formula. You are trying to get the softmax out of Q transpose T times K under root under DH plus dr, and you are multiplying it with VC. I have mentioned what all matrices stand for. For example, this Q matrix, your query matrix from the ith input head. Let's say हम multi-head attention layer हम बना रहे हैं, so you will have n number of attention heads. So at any given time t, let's say you're trying to get the output for ith attention. So you need to have this query matrix, you need to have the key matrix, you need to have the dot product. Then for the scaling parameters, you need to have dh, which is your dimension of the content part of the representation. You need dr, which is the dimension of the rope enhanced part of the representation here. So once this is done, you will have this softmax function, which will give you a good probability score, which sums up to 1. And if you will sum up for all the different heads, you are going to get the output as the attention score. So once this is done, the next step from the architecture, you can see we want the output hidden layer. We want this output hidden layer. So for that, we need to again concatenate the output from different attention heads, which we are doing it here. What we are doing, we have different output heads, and we are simply multiplying with the output projection matrix because we want a linear transformation into the same dimension which we are computing, right? So same process goes here, and your output hidden is performed. So I assume कि इतना सा थोड़ा सा मैथमेटिकली काफ़ी साउंड हो गया. बहुत सारे लोग हो सकते हैं कि आपके ऊपर से गया हो, बट ट्रस्ट मी, द मैथमेटिक्स बिहाइंड whatever you are involved with, जो भी हम यूज करते हैं, इट्स क्वाइट फैसिनेटिंग. एक सिंपल सा फॉर्मूला इमेजिन, एक एक सिंपल सा नहीं बोलूंगा, बट एक अच्छा सा फॉर्मूला इज डिटरमाइनिंग व्हाट यू आर गेटिंग आउट ऑफ योर क्वेश्चन. So imagine the background and the gravity of that formula. तो अब वन में आस्क कि अच्छा इतना हमने सब करा, तो क्या हमारे पास इसका कुछ अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस का कोई वैल्यू है, या फिर कुछ हम कंपैरिजन कर सकते हैं? तो यस, वी हैव डन इट. So you can see with multi-head attention, the KV cache per token, you get it by this formula 2nh DHL, where your NH is number of attention head which you have in your architecture. Your DH is the dimension per attention head. Your L is the number of layers जो आपके attention module में present है. So if you multiply this for your particular model, you will get the KV cache per token. But with that, as we have seen, multi-head attention का काफी अच्छा capability होता है with in terms of expressiveness. If you will try for grouped attention query, it is comparatively weaker, and multi-head attention is quite the weakest. But there comes multi-head latent attention, which is significantly less. If you will for a same number of parameters, for the same value of parameters, if you would simply do a multiplication, this value comes out to be less as compared to the previous one. So your KV cache per token is less, as well as your capability is even stronger. So it is a win-win situation for me. I have understood the sweet spot between getting a better performance with comparatively less memory usage. So that is a sweet spot here. And बहुत लोग यहाँ पे वो न्यूज़ सुने होंगे कि डीपसीक जैसे रिलीज हुआ था, काफी ज्यादा उसका हाइप मचा था. करेक्ट? बहुत ज्यादा हुआ था. लाइक ऑब्वियसली उसमें जो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, उसके जो मॉडल के इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर में जो भी उसने इनोवेशन लाया था, दैट इज ऑब्वियसली स्टेट ऑफ द आर्ट. बट बिहाइंड द सीन सेम अटेंशन मैकेनिज्म वहां भी वर्क कर रहा है. दिस एमएलए इज द बैकबोन विथ डीपसीक. So if you are interested in that also, I would suggest कि you go on and read the research paper जो DeepSeek के through release हुआ है in basically you can start with DeepSeek V2. You can try to understand the architecture and that paper. So now the question comes कि अच्छा जितना अभी तक हमने ये समझा कि there are some LLM मॉडल जिसमें GQA यूज होता है, ग्रुप क्वेरी अटेंशन. फॉर एग्जांपल योर चैट जीपीटी, और you can Gwen or something like this. So the question comes, can we convert the current GQA based model into MLA based model? अब जैसे अब मैंने बना दिया है, तो कैन वी कन्वर्ट इट? बिकॉज जैसे हमने देखा हमारा केवी कैशिंग भी काफी हद तक रिड्यूस हो गया है, एंड आई एम गेटिंग अ सिग्निफिकेंटली बेटर परफॉर्मेंस, which is win-win for me. So can we convert it? The question is yes, we can convert it, and there comes trans MLA. So this is basically a methodology. Like you can see it enables the current GQA based model, be it your Llama, be it your Gwen, or you can simply research and see what other model comes with this attention mechanism. So this enables you to convert such models into MLA framework. So what happens is, with this, you are neither increasing your key value cache size, and neither you are downgrading on your performance which you need. So we'll not go much into detail of the conversion process, because that is very mathematically exhaustive for most of the people here. But if you are interested, I would suggest I'll share with you the paper. You can understand you try to understand the mathematics, and we'll appreciate if you come up with an implementation of it. So I'll sum up in just 3 points what you are doing. For every GQA projection matrix you have, you want to reparameterize it. That is your first step, where you transform the parameters. Step 2, you want to replicate the absorbing of the weight matrices. So you need to shift the replication from the KV values which you have to the weight matrices of the same dimension. So once you do it, you'll achieve a very equivalent memory efficiency, but with a greater expressiveness. You don't need to understand more of it अगर बहुत ज़्यादा exhaustive लग रहा है. But there are only two steps. You need to transform the parameters and you have to absorb the replication out of the weight matrix. That's it. So for this, a theorem is devised in the paper only. The theorem states as follows. MLA has greater expressive power than GQA when operating under the same KV cache constraints. So given your KV cache constraints are same, MLA will always and always outperform any GQA based attention mechanism module. That's it. If your KV cache changes, then this theorem is subject to changes. हो सकता है ये theorem तब apply नहीं हो, because then specific criterias need to be identified. But under the condition, under the constraint that your KV size is same, your MLA will always have a greater expressive power. तो अब ऐसा तो नहीं कि मैं हवा में बोल रहा हूँ कुछ, ऐसा इसका कुछ वैलिडेशन है मेरे पास. Yes, for the mathematics part, what you are doing is you are again trying to factorize the weight matrix, which is your WK, into smaller matrices. You are further decomposing the matrices. We have one very beautiful form, I would say, law of associativity matrices में. Matrices के multiplication का अगर हम order change करते हैं तो matrix का output matrix का value में कोई changes नहीं होता है. We are replicating the same thing here. So what is there? You are decompressing the input into a latent bit with this WA matrix, and WB matrix up projects it into the higher representation. That is a full dimension. That is a low rank factorization here. Now comes the parameter side replication. हम क्या कर रहे हैं कि if you're replicating all the key value, what happens is your processing is quite high. So rather than increasing my processing power, what I'll do is we can simply replicate the weight matrix. So what अब इसका फायदा ये होता है कि जो भी replication burden होता है वो parameter, like you have a feature space of parameter space, which is all the different parameters are projected into some n dimensional space. So whatever the replication is there, the burden goes to the parameter space. अब इससे फायदा ये हुआ कि मेरा जो भी एक्सप्रेसिवनेस पावर है मेरे मॉड्यूल का, इट गेट फिट विदाउट कैश साइज. Were the memory ever there for replicating process or even multiplying this matrix, it get reduced. So very minimal extra parameter have greater and significant. And as I said, this model, this mechanism allows greater expressive power. The model will have a greater flexibility in understanding the context of the different attention जितने भी आप मॉडल में स्पेसिफाई कर रखे होंगे. So this was the exhaustive here. So let's see experiments क्या बोलता है. Yes, am I starting? Am I audible अभी clearly? आवाज clear है?
Yeah, there is a stutter here.
Okay, just let me. Am I audible? Okay, just give me a second. Let me switch.
I think so. You should turn off your camera. There might be some bandwidth issues there.
Okay, am I audible again?
Yeah, you are.
Let me again share my screen. Huh, just tell me if it is visible. Huh, perfect.
Uh, it
Is it
isn't,
is it
but
visible?
no. Your camera is phase two.
Okay. I guess there's some internet issues from my side.
Mm-hmm.
Is it visible now, sir?
Uh,
Or again, I lost my connection.
uh, I cannot see your presentation right now.
Is it visible?
Yeah, right now we see your presentation.
Perfect. Perfect. Sorry for this minor inconvenience. Fine. So let's understand the experimental results using MLA. Okay, we'll so first we'll for any evaluation process we need to look on two things fundamentally to verify any method which we have been uh, working on. So first is your training loss. So how your training loss reduces as you increase the number of steps.
Stranger, you're again gone. Can't hear me?
Am I visible again?
Yeah, yeah, right now.
My apologies. Okay, so let's try to understand the experimental results here. So as you can see, we are trying to plot the training loss against the number of steps our model has been trained. So you can see for trans MLA procedure, the training loss over 8,000 iteration, or you can see after anywhere after what this could number be anywhere out 30, 40, 50 iteration, you can see the loss is quite less than what your Gwen 2.57 billion parameter model, which is a GQA model, is. It is significantly lower for the same iteration. Let's test the accuracy. So here you can see for the 7 billion parameter, the Gwen 2.5 model in the benchmark of GSMKB accuracy, it is somewhere close to 82%, which is evident from this graph. And your trans MLA methodology on top of it gives you a significantly higher, very close to 83% in 7 billion parameter. Let's pit it against 14 billion parameter. You can see here with 14 billion parameter, your Gwen 2.5 is somewhere around 86%, and with trans MLA, the same model is somewhere around 87.5. Let's test it under the benchmark of human eval accuracy for the same 7 billion parameter. The model, the initial model, which is your GQA model, is very close to 53%, but with 7 billion parameter, it is somewhere around 56%. Same goes for 14 billion parameters. You can see for 14 billion, it is very close to 54%, but with trans MLA, it shoots up for somewhere around 63%. And let me tell you, like here, I have a statistics from the 7 billion parameter. Whenever we are training this 7 billion parameter, the total number of parameters we would be training is somewhere around 7.7 billion. That is mentioned in the paper for Gwen 2.5 under GQA approach. Whenever we are trying with trans MLA, you can see the improvement in the accuracy, but as stated, it will come at a cost of greater parameter. So it happens to be the total number of parameters with trans MLA rather than 7.7 billion, it has increased just to 7.8 billion. So with a very negligible increment in the number of trainable parameters, we have a significant improvement in the accuracy, which is quite evident here. So as initially whatever the motivation for this approach was, that we want to find a sweet spot where my accuracy is neither degraded nor my compute is increased. So we are kind of hitting the sweet spot with this approach, where I have rather improved my accuracy for the same model with a very, I would say, negligible increase in the memory overhead which we need. So I guess that's all, folks. If you have any queries or if you are open for discussion, this is your time. We'll be asking question, we will be answering question, we would be discussing questions, all yours. So if you have any questions, if you have any uh, remark to make up, or if you have any FAQ for this, let's have a session dedicated for this only. अगर आपके पास कोई question है, if you have some remark, let's have a discussion here. So I'll wait for 2 to 3 minutes and then we'll wind up. But before that, please, if you have any questions or if you have any remark or any discussion, the stage is yours, the mic is yours, the platform is yours.
So like I had a query with respect to the KV cache. So like the KV cache requirements for both the last in the last figure that is shown, like the Qwen GQA 7 billion and the uh, trans MLA based model. So like is the requirements the same there? Like the quantization, I think so. They must have performed since I haven't read the paper yet. So,
So for this also, let me share you with this paper only. And something else. Is it visible? So
no, only this. Yeah, it's visible now.
yeah. So you can see, sir, like in this line, it has already mentioned, like we are improving the expressive ability without increasing the cache size,
Okay.
right? There is a very minimal, like if you compare 7.7 billion with 7.8 billion, the increment is quite minimal, right? The quite minimal, but the important part here is this line. The added parameter account for only 1/8 of the total matrix size.
Okay.
Perfect. So uh, in the graph also, the model has been fine tuned for different tasks, and the accuracy has been mentioned. I'll give this link for this paper in this slide also. If you are interested in further reading on this topic, you are free to do it. And can we have with this can we have the feedback forms?
Yeah, plus I had
Ah,
uh, uh, another query with respect to the data type used. What's the data type, BF16, or they have trained on the newer FP8?
ye- so the as mentioned in the paper, you can see the model has been trained on GSM 8K dataset.
Yeah, okay. No, but I'm asking about the data type, like is it FP8 or the half precision? That's the BF16, or like the full precision here, FP32.
Sir, could you repeat what you have said? You're I'm not able to get your voice
Okay,
correctly.
I think so. There might be some.
There is an internet issue from my side. Could you just repeat it, sir?
Okay, I will try to type it.
Sir, I said, is the data type used for training is BG16, F8, or FP32? Sir, so in this paper as such, it is specifically not specified that what data type they are using. So this is something we can explore about with the recent developments, because this is a mechanism they have currently proposed. The MLA is also already being utilized. Trans MLA is being proposed as of now, and I guess in the paper they have not specifically uh, explained or specified the data type as such. Because for this graph, I guess they have utilized Smalltalk data set for the fine tuning part. So as such, it is not specified which specific data type is being utilized here. Yeah,
Cool, thanks.
perfect. So I guess सबने feedback form fill कर लिया. Prince, Rahul, Prabhakar, and if everybody has done it, let's wrap up. So yeah, for the socials. So if you want to get along, these are my socials. You can connect to me anytime if you wish, and let's see if we can collaborate with this community on a greater good for this whole people. I guess Rahul, Patekar, Prince, Prabhakar, have you guys filled the feedback form?
We'll do that.
Sure. Kindly do it so that we can understand better about your needs. What and the group, the community could uh, better improve on themselves with your suggestions. If you haven't done it, please do it. And if I assume you don't have any question, is it safe to assume, Rahul, Prabhakar, Prince? I hope this session was a bit insightful. हाँ, थोड़ा सा mathematical aspects थे. So if you don't know anything, I assume कि थोड़ा सा एक background मिला होगा कि what goes inside, जो हम एक simple सा एक text कर देते हैं हमें response आ जाता है. What goes behind the scene, specifically the mathematical and the architectural aspect. I hope those who are new थोड़ा सा understanding मिला होगा आपको. So let's wrap up. Let's meet next session next week with the next topic in the next session. Until then, good night.
Take care. Bye, guys.